Kate Spade was once a powerhouse in the fashion industry, its handbags a must-have for every stylish woman. But today, the brand is struggling to stay relevant, overshadowed by shifting trends and corporate missteps. What started as a bold, independent vision was slowly swallowed by corporate takeovers, diluted creativity, and declining sales. Once a leader in accessible luxury, Kate Spade now fights to maintain its place in an industry that has moved on. So how did one of the most beloved brands in fashion lose its way? And can it ever recover? Before Kate Spade became a global fashion name, it was just an idea, one born out of frustration with the lack of stylish yet practical handbags in the market. In the early 1990s, Catherine Noel Brosnahan, a former fashion editor at Mademoiselle, saw an opportunity. Luxury handbags were either too bulky, covered in logos, or completely unaffordable, leaving young working women without a stylish yet functional option. Determined to fill this gap, she envisioned a handbag that was sleek, structured, and modern. Something that felt sophisticated, but still fun and youthful. In 1993, with just a handful of designs and a dream, she and her husband, Andy Spade, launched Kate Spade New York. The concept was simple yet revolutionary, a minimalistic boxy handbag in bold colors, crafted with fashion and function in mind. At first, they ran the business from their small New York apartment, handling everything themselves. Kate focused on design and production, while Andy managed marketing and sales. It was a true grassroots effort, but their hard work quickly paid off. Within 3 years, Barney's New York placed a major order, officially putting Kate Spade New York on the map. As the brand gained momentum, fashion insiders began taking notice. In 1996, Kate Spade won the Council of Fashion Designers of America Award for Accessories Design, cementing her reputation as one of the most exciting new designers of the decade. Her handbags weren't just stylish. They were a symbol of effortless luxury, designed for independent, fashion-forward women who wanted something high-end without the intimidating price tags of Gucci or Louis Vuitton. The demand for Kate Spade was exploding, and with that came rapid expansion. By the late 1990s, the brand had moved beyond handbags, introducing clothing, shoes, eyewear, and even home decor. The brand's signature mix of classic shapes, bold hues, and playful patterns resonated deeply with young professionals, offering them a chic yet practical aesthetic. It wasn't long before Kate Spade New York became a cultural phenomenon. The handbags were featured in top fashion magazines, and celebrities like Sarah Jessica Parker, Gwyneth Paltrow, and Reese Witherspoon were often seen carrying them. The brand had managed to capture the perfect balance between high fashion and everyday accessibility, making it a go-to choice for women who wanted to feel stylish without being flashy. But with success came change, and in 1999, Kate Spade made a decision that would alter the brand's future forever. She sold a 56% stake to Neiman Marcus Group, marking the first step in a long series of corporate takeovers. At the time, the move seemed like a natural next step for expansion. With Neiman Marcus providing resources, funding, and retail connections, Kate Spade was poised to become an even bigger global brand. However, this decision also meant that the company was no longer fully in Kate and Andy Spade's hands. The couple remained involved in the brand's direction, but with corporate leadership now making key business decisions, things were beginning to shift. What had started as a small, independent brand driven by a singular creative vision was now entering a new phase, one dominated by corporate interests and aggressive expansion. With the backing of Neiman Marcus, Kate Spade New York quickly transformed from a promising startup into a major force in the fashion industry. No longer just a handbag brand, it had evolved into a full-scale lifestyle empire, offering ready-to-wear, shoes, stationery, and even home decor. By the early 2000s, the brand's distinctive mix of bold colors, playful sophistication, and polished yet quirky aesthetics made it a favorite among young professionals and fashion-conscious consumers. Unlike the stiff, ultra-formal luxury bags from traditional high-end brands, Kate Spade offered something fresh, fun, and accessible. A luxury that didn't feel unattainable. Retailers couldn't keep Kate Spade products in stock. The brand became a staple in high-end department stores, including Bloomingdale's, Saks Fifth Avenue, and Neiman Marcus, where shoppers rushed to grab the latest designs. By 2004, Kate Spade New York had officially gone global, launching stores in Europe, Asia, and Latin America, including a flagship boutique in Tokyo. The expansion was a massive success, proving that the brand's signature aesthetic had worldwide appeal. At this point, Kate Spade was no longer just a handbag company. It had successfully positioned itself as a full-fledged lifestyle brand. Women weren't just buying Kate Spade bags, they were buying into a chic, optimistic, and effortlessly stylish way of life. The brand's success was undeniable, and its business was stronger than ever. But as the company grew, so did corporate interest. By 2006, Neiman Marcus saw an opportunity to cash in on the brand's soaring success. In a major shift, they sold Kate Spade New York to Liz Claiborne Inc. for approximately $124 million. That same year, Kate and Andy Spade made a surprising decision. They walked away from the company they built. After years of shaping and growing the brand, they had reached a turning point. The company had become a global entity. And with large corporate owners now dictating its direction, the Spades felt that it was time to step aside. The question was, could the brand continue to thrive without the vision that had made it so successful in the first place? With Kate and Andy Spade gone, Kate Spade New York was now fully in the hands of corporate executives. In 2006, Liz Claiborne Inc. acquired full ownership of the brand, adding it to a portfolio of fashion labels that included Juicy Couture and Lucky Brand. But while Kate Spade maintained its signature playful yet sophisticated aesthetic, the shift in leadership meant that business decisions were now driven by profit margins and expansion strategies rather than a founder's creative vision. For a while, this worked. Under Liz Claiborne's control, Kate Spade New York continued to grow rapidly, with stores opening in major cities across the US, Europe, and Asia. The brand introduced new product lines, including fragrances and tech accessories, expanding its reach beyond handbags. However, Liz Claiborne itself was struggling financially, and by 2012, the company made a drastic move. It rebranded as Fifth and Pacific, signaling a shift in strategy. Kate Spade had become its strongest and most valuable brand. So instead of focusing on multiple labels, the company centered its entire business around it. At first, this rapid expansion seemed like a smart move. More stores meant higher visibility, and Kate Spade was positioned as a fun, youthful alternative to traditional luxury brands. But behind the scenes, cracks were beginning to show. By pushing for more retail locations and increasing the number of outlet stores, Kate Spade risked becoming overexposed, a fate that had already hurt brands like Michael Kors and Coach. The more widely available Kate Spade products became, the less desirable they felt to its core audience. Then, in 2017, another major shift occurred. Fifth and Pacific, now fully transitioned into Kate Spade and Company, had built its entire strategy around this one brand. But instead of strengthening Kate Spade's legacy, they made a different choice. They sold the company again, this time to Tapestry Inc., in a $2.4 billion deal. Tapestry, which also owns Coach and Stuart Weitzman, had big ambitions for Kate Spade, aiming to turn it into a global retail powerhouse, just as they had done with Coach. But there was a problem. Kate Spade was no longer the exclusive, aspirational brand it once was. Without its original founder's touch, the brand's identity had already started to fade. After Tapestry Inc. acquired Kate Spade New York in 2017, expectations were high. The company hoped to replicate the success of Coach's turnaround, positioning Kate Spade as a modern, accessible luxury brand for a new generation. But instead of restoring the brand to its former glory, Tapestry pushed it toward rapid expansion and mass market saturation, a strategy that had already proven risky for brands like Michael Kors and Coach. At first, sales remained stable, but the cracks began to show quickly. By the late 2000s and 10s, Kate Spade was no longer the exclusive, aspirational brand it had once been. The push for fast growth and higher revenue took priority over preserving its brand identity, leading to overexposure, declining desirability, and consumer fatigue. One of the biggest missteps was over-reliance on outlet stores and discounts. While this strategy helped boost short-term profits, it also diluted the brand's image, making full-price items feel less valuable. The once coveted luxury handbags that defined Kate Spade's early success now seemed too common, too accessible, and ultimately less desirable. At the same time, competition in the affordable luxury market was intensifying. Newer brands like Tory Burch were attracting younger shoppers, while high-end luxury houses like Gucci and Louis Vuitton had successfully adapted to modern trends, incorporating bold marketing, celebrity collaborations, and digital strategies to stay relevant. Kate Spade, however, struggled to evolve. While its signature playful, feminine aesthetic remained recognizable, its collections failed to generate excitement in an increasingly trend-driven market. Financial warning signs became clearer. By 2019, Tapestry reported lower than expected sales from Kate Spade, with the brand underperforming compared to Coach. The company acknowledged that Kate Spade was facing brand fatigue, a common issue for labels that rely too heavily on mass distribution and outlet sales. With weakened brand appeal, an oversaturated market, and growing competition, the cracks in Kate Spade's empire were no longer just visible, they were widening. And just as the brand was grappling with its identity crisis, it would soon face another major shock, one that would place it at the center of the global fashion conversation once again. As Kate Spade, the brand, struggled to maintain its relevance, the world was hit with shocking news. Kate Spade, the woman behind the iconic name, had passed away. In June 2018, the fashion industry was left reeling when reports confirmed that she had taken her own life at the age of 55. Her death sent shockwaves across the fashion world, with fans and fellow designers mourning the loss of a creative visionary. But beyond the headlines, it also sparked deeper conversations about mental health in the fashion industry, a topic often ignored despite the intense pressures of success. While Kate Spade had left her brand more than a decade earlier, her passing put an unexpected spotlight back on the company. The Kate Spade brand suddenly found itself at the center of public attention, not for its designs, but for the tragic loss of its founder. In response, Tapestry pledged $1 million to mental health awareness causes, but the company soon had to shift its focus back to the business itself. The question now was, could Kate Spade, the brand, survive without Kate Spade, the woman? After the tragic passing of its founder, the Kate Spade brand faced an uncertain future. While Tapestry initially saw strong sales in the aftermath, driven by a wave of nostalgia and public support, the momentum didn't last. By the early 2020s, the same problems that had been plaguing the brand before, overexposure, discount-driven sales, and brand fatigue, continued to drag it down. Tapestry had positioned Kate Spade as one of its key brands, alongside Coach and Stuart Weitzman, but the results were disappointing. Sales stagnated, and by 2024, revenue from Kate Spade had declined by 6%, making it one of the weakest performing brands in Tapestry's portfolio. The company struggled to attract new, younger consumers, and its core audience, millennials who had once adored the brand, was moving on to other labels. In an effort to turn things around, Tapestry made a major change. In 2024, Eva Erdmann was appointed as president and CEO of Kate Spade, signaling a renewed attempt at revitalizing the brand. Erdmann was expected to bring fresh direction and innovation, but with consumer interest already dwindling, the question remained: was it too late? As Kate Spade New York continues to navigate a competitive and rapidly changing fashion landscape, the brand faces a defining moment in 2025. While Tapestry Inc. remains invested in its success, the question lingers: can Kate Spade reclaim its relevance, or has it become another fading name in the world of accessible luxury? One of the most telling signs of its fight for survival has been its attempt to reconnect with younger consumers. In an effort to inject fresh energy into the brand, Kate Spade has leaned into novelty designs and social media trends, with items like the Slice 3D pizza box handbag going viral on TikTok. While these playful statement pieces have gained attention, they also raise concerns. Is the brand innovating, or is it relying on gimmicks to stay in the conversation? Beyond product design, Kate Spade's leadership under Eva Erdmann will be critical in shaping its future. With her background in global brand strategy, Erdmann is expected to modernize Kate Spade's retail experience, potentially exploring more immersive store concepts, digital engagement strategies, and sustainability initiatives, all areas where the brand has lagged behind competitors like Tory Burch and Coach. However, the biggest challenge remains consumer perception. While Kate Spade once symbolized aspirational luxury for working women, the oversaturation of outlet stores and discount-driven sales diluted its prestige. With Gen Z prioritizing exclusivity and brand storytelling, Kate Spade must find a way to balance its heritage with modern luxury trends if it hopes to avoid the fate of other struggling mid-tier brands. As 2025 unfolds, the future of Kate Spade remains uncertain. Can Erdmann's leadership spark a revival, or has the brand already lost its magic? Only time will tell. What are your thoughts on the journey of Kate Spade? Let us know in the comments. Till next time.